Hello, I'm Mike, and as we reach the end of the year, we look back to some of the cool things we created with AI, and in particular, automations I made inside Zapier. In this video, I'm going to count down the top 5 automations I made and show you how to quickly make them with Zapier Copilot. So what is Zapier Copilot? Well, it's something that can create automations for you automatically just by describing them using your microphone. So that's what I'm going to do for the first automation. This one is based on my AI Butler video that I did earlier in the year, where you could essentially have a butler that you can speak to on your iPhone that can write emails, book calendar appointments, check things in Notion, and more. I'm going to put a slightly different twist and see if the Copilot can build it for me. This will be my fitness butler. Build a personal assistant named Fitness Butler, triggered by a voice command on my iPhone via a webhook. The agent will analyze my request and then reach out to Strava to find my latest fitness activities. It will then send me a notification with the information I need via pushover. And look at that, there is my dictation instantly transcribed. It's a super cool feature of Zapier Copilot. Let's run it and see what happens. So we've sent that off, and you'll notice first of all that it's reasoning over everything that I've just said. So it's essentially deciding now how it's going to build my Zap. I don't need to do anything because it will do it all for me. Here we go. We've got a webhook in there. We've already got Strava in there, and we've got pushover to send the notification. This is all done without me needing to touch anything. It is the future of building automations. First, I'll go ahead and grab the webhook here. Now I'm going to load the Shortcuts app on my iPhone. Okay, you'll see here it's called Fitness Butler and it's getting the contents of a URL. So I'm just going to paste in that URL. That is the Zapier webhook right there, which corresponds to the webhook I just copied from here. Now it's simple to trigger this. Hey Siri, Fitness Butler. Now it's asking to allow the webhook, which I will do. And there it is right there, the notification on my phone straight away. So let's open it. And wow, that is an amazing AI analysis showing that I had a virtual ride of 10 minutes, 27 seconds, effective endurance, and that given the moderate intensity and short duration, recovery demands are minimal. Pretty cool stuff. If you like what you see, throw a like and subscribe as I do videos like this weekly. Okay, next up, number 2, we're going to create automated shorts. Remember I did this earlier in the year with a combination of SERP API, searching for trends, using HeyGen, and publishing to YouTube. Well, let's see if Zapier Copilot can make this in one shot. So again, I'm starting with a Zap. Create a fully automated workflow that runs every day and publishes YouTube Shorts. It should research trending topics in the AI and coding space and generate a 1-minute precise script. Then create the video with an AI avatar and automatically upload it to my YouTube channel with optimized title, description, and tags. Wow, there is the prompt. Let's run it and see what we get. Okay, it's swinging into action, it's thinking about this, it's already decided YouTube will be connected, I could see HeyGen flashing up there as well. Now it's thinking about how it's going to connect it all together. And we can see it's going to run every hour, and it's using Perplexity, which was recently added into Zapier, also a bit of ChatGPT, and also HeyGen to create an avatar video and then upload to YouTube. Just look at how seamless the Zapier Copilot is. I remember trying this at the start of the year, not being that impressed, but now as we get to the end of the year and into the new year, this is just incredible behavior. What is also really clever is that it knows everything is connected apart from my HeyGen account, which it's asking me to sign into. So authentication is even easier via Zapier Copilot. You just click the button, which allows me to sign into my HeyGen account here. So I'll do that, and we can see authorization is required for the Zapier app. I'll authorize. There we go. It was as simple as that. And now we are connected to HeyGen account as well. The agent is now backing up and making sure everything is set up the way it should be. That's done, and we can see the prompt is already populated over here with the system message as well. Over here, it's just making a prompt here for ChatGPT, and look at how amazing this is. Create a 1-minute YouTube short script, hook viewers in the first 3 seconds, 160 words. This is super precise, good stuff. I can test it. Now it's actually realized it needs to add an extra step in to make this work. This is where a lot of people got confused on my video earlier in the year. Well, AI is taking care of this difficult bit for me. Every day at 9, it uses Perplexity to research, ChatGPT to write the script, HeyGen to create the video, and then it is finally uploaded to YouTube right here. Let's give this automation a run. We can actually see here in the background, HeyGen is generating my video, and it's doing all kinds of cool stuff since I last used it. It's generating visuals, storyboard, it's assigning a narrator, it's generating scenes and putting it all together. This is even more advanced than when I played with HeyGen earlier in the year. I can't believe it's actually adding music to this as well. Okay, this may take some time to complete, so in the meantime, we'll come back to that later and we'll move on to automation number 3, the automated YouTube comment responder. Staying with YouTube, this was incredible earlier in the year where I published a YouTube video and said if you respond with the word magic, my AI employee will get on top of it. Well, now let's get Zapier Copilot to build something arguably even better. I'd like you to build an AI community manager for my YouTube channel. It must trigger when a new comment is posted on a specific video, only continue if the word magic is included in the comments, and then it should go ahead and generate a really funny, humorous reply and be a response to the original comment, please. Okay, there is my prompt. Let's send it off and get Zapier Copilot to build this autonomously for me right now. It's thinking it through and it's going to get started. By the way, while the Zapier Copilot works away, down below in the description, I'll have links for you to try all of these automations with one click. You'll get the prompt pre-populated and ready to try yourself. Okay, look at this. It's already going through. New comment on YouTube video. This is good stuff. It's going to filter it. That's what I'd expect for the word magic. We got ChatGPT. And then finally, a reply to the YouTube comment as the end of my automation. Interestingly, it's super smart and knows that it needs to use the API. All right, there we go. We can see it's wrapped up with my AI community manager. So let's check over its work. First of all, the YouTube video ID is not included. Obviously, it didn't know which one. So I'm going to paste in the ID of a popular video of mine actually related to the last automation, the YouTube Shorts one. So we'll get that one there configured and we'll make sure to test this trigger. Yes, boom, it's pulling in comments from my video. This is fantastic. Now we'll go through and yes, it's checking to see if the text contains the word magic. And we can say it would not have continued because the comments didn't contain the word magic. But how about we give it a real world test and I post a comment with the word magic and see if it works. Now I've just scrolled down to the comments section and I'll write, "This is magic," using my other YouTube account and post the comment. Now let's see if my new Zapier Copilot creation works. So over here, it's going to search for new comments. Now my filter will run again, and yes, your Zap would continue for this data. So we'll continue to the ChatGPT step, which is all set up by Zapier Copilot. You can see everything has been mapped in correctly, and it's saying how the reply should be made. This is really cool stuff. There's the output that would go through, so let's continue on to the final step here, which is responding to the YouTube comment. And boom, there is the comment, but most importantly, there's a reply. Scroll down, and there is the comment posted by my AI employee straight there to the YouTube channel. This is really cool stuff. And it took me a matter of moments there to prompt Copilot from Zapier to make that automation. Now we move on to the fourth automation and we get closer to my favorite one, which is coming up at the end. So stick around for that. Earlier in the year, I did talk about coding and a brilliant automated workflow working with Airtable, your feature requests, your bug requests, and getting Zapier to automatically look at your code base and encode a URL that you can click once and set Codex from OpenAI into action working on your Git repo. It's really, really cool stuff, but now I'm going to use the Zapier Copilot to build something just as useful. The trigger will be from Airtable Pimp My Thumb feedback table. When I change any row to approved, it will go ahead and trigger a cursor agent to work on my repo and create that feature or correct that bug. And now you'll see it's thinking through what it's going to use. Now, again, things have changed since I made some videos earlier in the year. Earlier in the year, I was using Gemini and Codex, but recently Cursor has been added to the list of apps. So now it can watch for approved feedback from my Airtable and then trigger a Cursor agent to autonomously work on the repo. This is even better than my previous solution because all I need to do is approve something in Airtable and Cursor will get to work on building that feature. You see, it was very simple. It's connected to my Airtable account. It's already found Pimp My Thumb feedback here. And if we look at the table, you'll see there's a bunch of features and bugs to work on right here. But first, it correctly identified it needs to filter to find out if I've actually made the action as approved. This Zapier Copilot is brilliant. It's building everything for me. And of course, I'll link my prompt up down below. As you can see, the prompt here is the feature, and it's actually putting in that feature. It's saying, please implement this, and the feedback ID. So now let's give it a quick test with this feature, the ability to change language. We'll change it from pending to approved, and we'll wait for my Zap to do its magic using a cursor agent. Okay, we'll just give it a few more moments. And look at this, we've had a recent push 5 seconds ago. Let's compare. And indeed, if we scroll down here, we've had language selector added and also the JavaScript to make it all work. So we can now create a pull request. And if we like, if there's no merge conflicts, hopefully there are not, we can pull that right into the main branch. Pretty cool stuff, very autonomous and done in a flash with Zapier Copilot. All right, we're on to the final automation and the most popular automation on my channel of the whole year. This is going to be a really good one. Remember earlier in the year, I traded stocks, shares, even crypto using AI and Zapier together because Zapier is the most connected AI orchestration platform. Now let's see if Zapier Copilot can orchestrate the whole thing for me. Build an automated AI trading bot. It should find real-time financial data every few minutes, things like the relative strength index for Tesla, and then it'll pass this on to an expert AI trading model that will decide if it should buy, sell, or do nothing. If the recommendation is to trade, it should execute that trade. Okay, there is my prompt. Let's send it off to the Zapier Copilot that's going to reason over everything I've said, decide what it's going to use, and get building. Okay, it's really working through on a schedule. It's going to get the data collection. It's going to use webhooks to find out what the financial data is. You can see it's going to do it every day. It's already found an API that it's going to query here. This is not me telling it what to use. The Zapier Copilot is deciding for me. Okay, now it's getting to ChatGPT where it's going to feed through all of the data and the RSI level and things like that, asking for a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold here. Now it wants me to manually step in and test the step, which I'll do. And it's interesting, it noticed that the AI step failed because it needs a JSON schema URL. Well, don't worry. Now, actually, when I look through the webhook, I noticed that it's using a demo API key, and it tells me to claim my free API key here, which I will do. Let's now retest the step with the API key included, and look at this. All of the data we need is included. So now I'm going to ask Zapier Copilot to make sense of that. Test the webhook step again and make sure it passes the info onto ChatGPT. That's all I need to say. Let's send that off and let it work on that. Okay, it's testing the webhook. It should indeed get correct information back. And now it's going to map all of that information, most importantly, over to my ChatGPT step. Okay, perfect. Now I can see the AI is successfully analyzing Tesla RSI data and it's working on it, making sure it's filtering through. It's adding in this step now, and this will be a buy, sell, or do nothing step. Look at this, it's actually configuring to move on if buy or sell commands are given. And it's updating my Alpaca integration to do exactly what the AI model tells it to do. And here we can see every day at 9:30, it decides to make a trade or not make a trade, and will hopefully make me lots of money with Tesla stock. As you can see in this case, the Zapier Copilot made, it will check every day a webhook which gives back the health of Tesla stock. It gets ChatGPT to analyze that stock and make a buy or sell decision, which is then passed on to Alpaca, my API-based trading buddy, which in this case would have held on to Tesla stock. Now, let me be absolutely clear at this stage. Is that a really good automation that I'd use in production? Probably not. Is it, though, usable? Yes, absolutely. It'll run once a day. It'll buy, sell, or hold. But the automation I built earlier in the year with lots more complexity actually ran every couple of minutes and made decisions in real time. So if you really want to dig in and still do what I'm telling you to do from earlier in the year, definitely go and watch that video. I'll link it up down below, along with links to all the other videos and ideas that were featured in this video, because this was a year-long summary of all the best automations we covered on the channel this year. I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun building. I certainly have had tons of fun making. Oh, and before we go, you're probably wondering what happened to my YouTube short. Let's watch that.
Imagine building apps without coding. Hey everyone, Google's new Vibe Coding and AI Studio is revolutionizing how we create AI apps.
Well, that has given me a really good scare, I think, and it shows how autonomous AI agents can build a lot of stuff for us, but still very much, at least at the end of this year, we still a little bit maybe need to be human in the loop. Anyway, it's given me a laugh. I hope it's given you a laugh too. And I hope you've enjoyed these automations. Let me know in the comments down below which has been your favorite automation of the year. I'd love to hear from you. And as we head into a new year, let's look forward to building even more incredible stuff with AI. I'll certainly be doing it on this channel, so throw a like and subscribe. And YouTube is showing a video on your screen now you should watch next. Thanks.